Here's the work of WaltonFord. Walton lives out in the woods in western Massachusetts. He shows at Paul Kasman Gallery in New York City. He paints these large watercolors of animals. They kind of reference James Audubon, from the 19th century, but they're much darker and oftentimes have imagery that is very bleak in terms of the animals, killings, such as the island that you see here. This piece is a giant watercolor. It was on display at Paul Kasman's in an exhibition that I saw. It was easily the most striking painting in the exhibition. It was kind of like the anchor of the exhibition. And I found out later that it had been sold. And as I mentioned on the card, it's bought by Alice Walton. She's the one that built the Crystal Bridges Museum in Arkansas, which is not far from Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's in the middle of nowhere, but it has a great collection. She paid $650,000 for this watercolor called The Island. And then you see a picture of Walton working in his studio. You see a painting of King Kong in the background, and then you see the painting in Paul Kasman's gallery on the far right. He purposefully kind of dates the works by painting a kind of, an aged-looking wash along the edge of the paper, as in the American Flamingo and the Falling Bough. These are certainly masterfully painted. He was awarded a MacArthur Genius Grant, which is means you get $500,000 for being great. So it's nice to know. Anyway, these watercolors are both contemporary and have a reference to the past, which I think is always pretty interesting to consider.